we really, there's a lot of good stuff that we showed effort-wise in that first 40. Real strong. We were right in the contest. But the penalty count was, that was 5v3 at half time, and then we got another 7, they got another 1. So the discipline and just a couple of skill execution parts of our game sort of let us down and sort of took the contest away from us. But the positive side of it is we know that, I guess, when we've got a full deck, we'll be able to compete, and we're right confident about that. If you look at the common theme, I think themes in the first round of this World Cup, it's discipline, set piece pressure, and kicking. And I think we learnt a couple of valuable lessons in all of those areas, to be honest, and it's something that we will polish up on. We're in a good spot. We know that we've got a few boys coming back soon, and we're really focused on this Namibia team, and it's a good contest for us that we're looking forward to. They're similar to our South African type play. They're a reasonably big pack, so we respect them immensely. Yeah, I think Ethan will bring, as he does, a lot of energy. He gives us some good cover, with obviously Skip being a little bit niggly, covering the 7. That's why we sort of went with him around that 6-7. He has played a little bit of 8. Really proud for him to be able to give him the call and say he's coming over to the World Cup, because I know how hard he's worked and got his body right, and I think it's a credit to probably the Tasman medical team and also the All Blacks for us, understanding where he's at, and he's played some good rugby and he'll be diligent. First thing he said to me was, "Can you send me the lineouts?" So he's he loves it. He'll bring good work rate and a good bit of energy for us. Oh, look, he's definitely in a position where he's selectable, but I think we need to be a little bit smart there with them landing tomorrow night and getting off the plane, adjusting, getting into the rhythm, getting back into the All Blacks, learning the calls. As I said, he'd done his homework, but just with his run that he's had, even though that's behind him and he's in great nick, we've got to set him up to succeed. Ethan is he's probably one of the most determined rugby players I've ever coached. He is he's immensely tough, and he cares deeply, and it'd be unfair to point the finger at him solely, and Fiki's doing a great job with our scrum and getting a couple of things right. Again, you talk about Northern Hemisphere scrummaging and how they do it, and it is different. But when you scrum against them, you get to learn from that. And we're in the position where we have learned a couple of things where we can be better off, but just building his confidence and just making sure that he's not taking too much to heart, because he's he's a young fella who's come on the scene pretty quickly, and he's come a different path than most, and we believe in him 100%. Yeah, definitely disappointed to lose. In fact, we're really gutted. It was a test match that had been built up around the world. What an opener, what an occasion. It was a privilege to be a part of, and we wanted to put in a better performance than we did. It's a credit to France how they're supporting this World Cup. It's so good. It's full stadiums everywhere. It's tremendous. But I think the mood is really good. It's just, we know what's in front of us now. You got to win every game. It doesn't get much clearer than that, and you always got to get through your pool play and then box on from there. But the boys are in great spirits, and we can't control what happened in the weekend, but we can control what we do moving forward, and we will need to. Yeah, it is, and I think it's been said a couple of times, it's probably going to be the closest World Cup there's been in a while. All the teams are really raising the bar. Fiji unlucky last night, could have won it. What a game. I thought Australia were pretty tremendous in a couple of key areas that they were working on against Georgia, and you're right, England, they looked really good, and they were composed and down a man, and I think the spectacles, to be fair, have been pretty good. What do you guys reckon? Yeah, everyone's nodded. It's been some good rugby, and it's a credit because the crowds are there. It's late kickoff, and it's enjoyable. Yeah, we talked about it, I guess, but we didn't want to make any changes to our tight 5, so we really felt that with those guys that had trained all week in those positions, it was important, and Toops has been swinging a little bit with us in between both positions more at training, and we had to make the change on game day effectively, so But I was actually really wrapped with Dolts, because he'd trained the whole week at 6, and then lunchtime you get the call, mate, you're playing 7, and then Toops comes in. The boys adjusted well. We lost a little bit of rhythm in a few areas, I guess, but we talk about All Blacks not getting ready, staying ready. This test match against Namibia is really important for us as a full pack, and we need to build off this test match, because effectively we're in a new tournament as such for where we need to be and what we need to get out of a 4-pack, and the boys are disappointing with that. But you got to leave it, and you got to move forward. And I'm really confident of where we sit and where we're trending and where we need to go. It's really clear for us. And I guess when you look at that South Africa test and also the French test, well, we're exposed in 2 big areas, but we'll be right. We've got a lot of confidence in the boys, and I know that we're going to front up when we need to, and that's from now on. There's no other way we can look at that.
SENZ. It's Kiwi for Sport.